Hi, my name is Amanda Valle. I'm currently enrolled at International Polytechnic High School and I'm going into my junior year. The career path I'm interested in following is software developing. As you can see, I put this sort of gold color as the background throughout my slides because during the True Colors activity, I identified as gold and I thought it was pretty fitting. I've always been interested in becoming an engineer, but for a while I didn't know which kind I wanted to be. When I was in middle school, all 3 years I took an ATM class, which stands for Applied Technology Magnate. In that class, we learned how to code, and with that, we created our own websites. I also went to a STEM camp a couple summers ago where we created our own robots and had them battle against each other. That was when I became interested in becoming a software developer. I've also created a website for my uncle's art, and I had a lot of fun doing that. Another reason this career interests me is because I like the idea of working alone. Logically, I tend to work best when there aren't distractions. In order to become a software developer, I would major in computer science. There are other options, but after some research that I've done, I believe computer science would be the most logical and the most helpful. I've also learned that the vast majority of software developers have a bachelor's degree, which is something that I could achieve in 4 years. And that is also important to me because I would like to start pursuing my career as soon as possible. So, as of right now, there are 3 possible ways that I'm interested in going, and I don't have a specific preference, but the first one that I have listed is to go from iPoly, the school I'm at right now, to Mount SAC, and then to USC. The reason that I want to go to Mount SAC after iPoly is because it seems to be cost efficient. And the second way I have is to go from iPoly to Mount SAC, then to Cal Poly. And the same reasoning for Mount SAC, obviously. And then the last option I have is to go from iPoly to Cal Poly. And the reason that I chose these schools is because I don't want to go out of state for college, and these schools offer good programs for the major that I would like to follow. A software developer typically finds themselves analyzing users' needs, and then they design, test, and develop software to meet those certain needs. The majority of their work is dealt with through coding, and there are a lot of different types of code, and normally software developers work with more than one, so it would obviously be beneficial to learn more than one. I feel that the work habits I have would complement the job I want to pursue. Also, I love to see my work as the final product. I just get a sense of satisfaction and it feels so good. And normally with jobs like this, you tend to get to see your projects out to completion. So, based on the graph that I have shown here, a starting salary for a software developer in California would be $37.42 an hour. And they usually end up making as much as $94.94 an hour. And as you can read there, I wrote that an average Californian makes around $62.71 an hour during the middle of their career. The pay is also one of the reasons that I am fond of this career. One of my values is being able to provide a stable life for myself and for my family in the future. And with the pay that software developers receive, I feel that I could do so. But as I mentioned earlier, I can truly see myself succeeding in a career like this. So here I have a sun pictured to represent the bright outlook that this career has, and I also have a leaf pictured. And the reason behind the leaf is the fact that this specific occupation is a green increased demand occupation. What this means is that green economy activities and technologies will probably create an increase in the employment demand, while still keeping the work and worker requirements. And this is especially helpful for me, considering I'm only going to be in the 11th grade, so I still have about 6 years until I can get a job with a bachelor's degree. Fresh out of high school, I can become an IT consultant, a systems analyst, a games developer, and a lot more. So overall, I could really see myself pursuing this occupation, and I am thankful that I got the chance to create this presentation because it helped me learn more about it. I will continue to do things like camps and other activities to get me more into the field and give me some type of experience.